I'm like, oh, oh. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Oh. I love NERD. They were my shit. I can't wait till they go on tour again, hopefully, so I can see them, because like it's my life and I need to see them. Today we're gonna talk about the time I got scammed. Not like Joanna the Scammer, because I love her shit, but I thought this would never happen. I thought like, oh, because it's like credit card scams and stuff, like, oh, that won't happen to me. I'm not stupid, but this actually happened while me trying to get a job. Like, it's so stupid. So I was trying to become a nanny. I'm still am trying to become a nanny because I love kids. They're so cute, and I'm patient with them. I have so much patience with kids. Adults, you need to chill. You're not a kid. Sign up on care.com because I asked a few people that I knew that was nannies, like, oh, how do you start? They're like, oh, make a post on Craigslist, or make a care.com account, or a nanny.com account. And I was like, okay, sure, I'm gonna do that. So the care.com account, you have to sign up, and you have to pay for a membership. So I paid for 3 months membership. Boom, bam, bam. Fixed my profile, made it look cute, made it like professional and shit, so people could contact me. So what they show on the profile is my name, the area I live, my phone number, and my email address, and you know, references, and you know, stuff like that, and if I'm certified for CPR and blah blah blah, and a little bio, so I could tell about myself and me and kids and shit like that, my experiences with them. So I was like, my profile is good, it's cute, I got a couple pictures of myself up there, cool. So no one was hitting me up, so I was like, you know what, let me hit up these families that I think I will be good at. I think I will be the perfect person. So I'm messaging them through the care website, messaging them, and they never contacted me back. So I was getting a little discouraged. So I go through my email, and a random person hit me up. This guy named Mark. That's his real name. Well, that's the name he gave me, so I'm gonna go by that name. So he's like, hi, my name's Mark. I saw your profile on care.com. I think you'd be perfect. Please email me at, let me see if I can find the email. Well, please email me at this email, right? I was like, okay, sure. Like, I thought this was a shit, because he texted me this, and I thought it was like a message from care.com and how it links to my text messages. So I was just like, oh, if I get a message, I'll see it on my text instead of going through the website. So I thought it was that. So he emailed me. I emailed it him, and he said, so I was like, hey, Jessica, like, what do you want? Like, basically, like, what do you want from me? But I made it sound like professional. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the emails, because like, it's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, because I thought at the time it was like a real shit. Like, I thought this was like my job. So hold on. So I was like, oh, what is the questions and concerns you have for me? Then he's like, my name is Mark Ruford. I have a 6-year-old son, Christopher, and we're moving from California to your area on February 13th. And we need to secure your service before our arrival. Someone's calling me. So yeah, where that said, and we need to secure your service before our arrival on the same place, blah 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 blah. He wants to make sure my hours are good, blah 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 blah. Has full for payment. I offer $15 an hour for a start, and it'll go up later on. Chris is a good kid, easy to get along with, and I need what's best for him. Please let me know if this seems a good start so we can speed up the process. So, you know, that sounds legit, like, but I'm gonna go into deeper. So I was like, this is perfect, but I'm gonna be out of town Thursday to Monday because kind of drives nice. Sorry, kind of. Because I had a Valentine's Day weekend planned. So I was like, I'm gonna be available around this time. But after that, I'm perfect. And then he's like, that's not a problem. I'll need you to do some errands before our arrival without affecting your current schedule. So I was like, sure, that's cool. So I told him the schedule that I have. So he's like, yeah, that's cool. So he wants me to do errands for him. He keeps saying that shit, errands. And you know, buy some house things, like little interior stuff like desk and you know, small house shit, chairs and shit, toys for his kids. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, oh, we can meet at McDonald's when he comes down or whatever, right? So he said the furniture and other house interior will cost $2,400. So I'll be mailing you the first payment on your own income plus $250 plus an additional $2,400 deposit, totaling of $2,650. When I get, so he's gonna send me a check so I could buy the furniture for him. That's what I thought I was doing. And you know, buy shit for his kid. So I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I was like, personally, I don't like McDonald's, but I could do that shit, right? So he's like, I need your full name and address and your personal phone number. Also the schedule we work out the best is fine with us. So I sent him my full name, my address, everything he asked, except, you know, that's what I sent him. And he's like, I told him that I have another job, but I will still accept this, blah blah blah. Like, this is like the first person ever contacting me about a nanny job, so I'm so excited. I thought this is how I was supposed to go, blah blah blah. So I'm texting him. Let me go to the text message now because we started texting each other. I said, so when you want me to do the errands? He's like, I'm preparing the check this week so you can receive it. So while we're texting each other through this whole thing I noticed is, one, he always talked about money. He never talked. He threw in his kid Chris 2 times, right? Just threw him in there to make sure, oh, like, it's legit. And he would always talk about money, and he was like always like very persistent, like, you know, them niggas that be blowing up your phone, like, or when people hit you up in the DMs and you ignoring them, they're like, hey beautiful, hey what's up, how you doing, what's up, good morning, why you can't say good morning back, like, and you don't reply to none of them because they mad annoying. That's how he was. It was just irking me because I hate that. So he's telling me he sent me the check. So when he sent me the check, that's when it started coming like, oh, did you get it? Did you get the check? Did you get the check? Like, he was just being very persistent. And I was like, damn, I gotta go to work. Like, chill. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna handle your shit. Like, but I gotta go to work. I told you my schedule. I gotta go to work. So he's getting like mad. Like, oh, I need to get a check because my mom needs to pay the movers. I need you to wire the money to her so she could pay the movers. I told my boyfriend this. My boyfriend's like,
just go what the fuck, like, that's some dumb shit. Like, why can't he do it? Like, why are you doing that?
And I'm like,
nigga, like, you know what you're talking about, so like, shut up, like, whatever, right?
So I went to go he sent me the check and I deposited in my bank account. I have 2 bank accounts, so I sent it in my first one. And then it said, like, you know how sometimes when you deposit a check, it gives you a couple days to clear? It gave me 2 weeks. So I was like, that's weird, but whatever. So I told him, he's like, oh, I need it, like, that's crazy, blah blah blah. So I felt bad about it, so I got some money from me and my boyfriend, and in total it became like $2,000. I know, I'm gonna go there. So then he said, so basically then I went to Walmart and wired it to him, or to the people. It was like some random shit, like he sent me 2 addresses, right? He sent me 2 addresses, right? And to these people, he's like, oh, this to the movers. One of them was for California, where he was from, and another one's from Denver. I'm just like, but it didn't really click because I'm thinking I'm doing something for this man. Like, this is my job. I gotta do this. Like, I gotta secure my job. So I wired the money and everything was good. Not even 24 hours later, he texts me again, No, I told him I did. He's like, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. I could trust you and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yay, I did good. So not even literally 24 hours later, he texts me again saying he's going to send me 2 more checks now. So it's not 1, it's 2 more checks of the same amount. Remember I said earlier it was $26.50. He's going to send me 2 checks of that. And I get $250 out of that. So like, and then he wants me to do the same exact thing again, like wire the money to these people and help him move down here. Then while I was trying to figure out what he wanted me to do with these 2 checks, threw in, sure, why not? Boom, right back to the money. Like, so then I deposited the second check on my other account, and then it happened again. So I was just like, this is weird. So the banker was like, oh, you know, call the bank, call this guy, see what's up with the check, because it has to clear. So I'm like, I'm not sending this nigga no more $2,000. I'm not doing that shit. So I call him, and it was a Google app, texting app. So I got pissed. I was like, yo, like, this was when I started realizing this person is not who they say they were. They took money from me. So I'm getting highly upset. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting embarrassed. I shouldn't have known this. I took some money from my boyfriend and me. Like, I was getting pissed at myself for sending this nigga $2,000. So I'm texting him, and then I had like the receipts of when I put in the check, and then it said, oh, like, it's when it's gonna be available. I had the first receipt from the first check and the second receipt. I didn't deposit a third check because the second check didn't clear. So I'm just like, what the hell? So I took a picture of the receipt and I sent it to him, both receipts, and I was like, oh, like, you see, it's not gonna clear until this time, and Chase can't push it, right? They can't push it sooner. So he's like, oh, then he sees on my account that I have like money still, like I have still some money left over. So he's like, why don't you send me money from this account? I was like, I can't touch that money. That's not my money. I need to pay for bills and shit. Like, I'm not touching that money. He's like, oh,
Come on, please. I'll pay you back. Like, I need at least $500. And I'm also moved out.
now, and he's just trying to make this sad story, and I'm just like, at this point I was frustrated. I was about to be late to work. I was pissed. Like, I was up here crying because I was frustrated and I felt dumb. My boyfriend was with me. He's trying to calm me down, and I was like, I'm stupid because, like, he took money from us. Like, so I called Chase, and, you know, long story short, I told him that this is not my check. This is a fraud check. Can you please take this check out of my account? Because my account was in red. They're about to close my account because they thought I did some shit like that. Like, why would I put a fraud check in my account? Like, so they're about to close my first account, the account I said before. The second one, they were still trying to process it, but I told them to remove the checks out of it because I don't want that on my shit, because it's not real. So then he was trying to make me feel bad and whatever. So this is what he said. He's like,
Depending on today, I'll figure out the check tomorrow. You're making this difficult. You have 200 left before, and I need you to buy me 300 till tomorrow. I can't believe you're not trusting me on this.
so I just ignored him. I put the thing on do not disturb, went to work, and I was talking to one of my coworkers about it because I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me. And I showed him the text messages. He's like, wow, this person really took money from you, blah blah blah. And I'm excited. I even put my 2 weeks in because I thought I was gonna have this nanny job, and I was so excited to do this. And this nigga played me. And then like 2 days later, he's like, hello, what's going on? I didn't say nothing. And long story, it took literally like 2 weeks for Chase to clear my account. So during Valentine's Day weekend, that's where around that time that happened. When out of town. Now my account, the second account, had the $26.50 in there. Like, I guess it cleared, and they put money in my account. So I was like, oh hell no, I am not touching that money, because Chase was gonna ask me for that money, and that's not even my money. That's a fake check. So I had to call them, tell them like, can you remove this money out of my account because it's not my money, it's a fraud check, blah 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 blah. Like, I called Chase like at least 20 times, and I can't believe I have to repeat my story. No one wrote notes. Like, so I told them they removed the the money on my account. My account was frozen for another 2 weeks. My account was in red. Like, they were about to close my shit, like, because this nigga wanted to take $2,000 from me. And the crazy thing is, it was me who gave him the money. It wasn't me. It wasn't him taking money out of my account. It was me gave him the money, wired it to him. And I look back when everything was happening. I looked back and I felt dumb. I felt stupid. Everything was in my face. Like, oh, you should have don't wire the money. Why you wiring the money? Like, you can't do it yourself. Like my boyfriend was saying. My boyfriend was literally, he was right the whole time, and I was not listening to him because I was like so excited for this nanny job. And after that, I didn't go on care.com no more. I stopped going there because like it put a bad taste in my mouth. And not only that, during that whole thing, people were still hitting me up, emailing me, texting me, telling me, giving me this sad story or this long story, or oh, I'm gonna pay $30 an hour if you watch my twins and blah blah blah. I'm just like, yo, what? Like, you lying. And it was like a fake number, like, because it was like from area codes from all over the freaking country. Like, if it's not area code from by my house or nothing, I'm not going to apply. I just ignore them now. And the most craziest thing that just happened, my friend, she's trying to become a nanny too, so I'm showing her a little bit what I told her what I went through and what you should do and not do when people hit you up. Craziest thing, this nigga Mark hit my friend up with the same number, with the same story, with the same kid name, the same, like, everything. I'm like, yo, this nigga, one, is dumb as fuck. Like, if you gonna do this shit, change your name up, change your name, change your story, change your number, out, everything. So I see the number, I'm like, yo, that number look mad familiar, the name look mad familiar. Let me go back to my text messages because I saved it. In fact, I printed it out. So I saved it, and I look, I'm sending her all the screenshots. I was like, yo, this nigga is stupid. So he's telling her the same thing he told me. So she gave him a fake name and a fake address now. And basically, he's going to send her checks to do what she got to do. Now, I went to the police department today. And basically, they told me I have to go through online. I have to go to FBI and, you know, put a claim and shit and whatever. And he's like, blast him on social media, blah, blah, blah. Like, so this is me telling you my experience and what you should not do. Like, when all this stuff was going down, I went on care.com, like, safety precaution tips, like, for the families and for the people providing the service. So I'm looking, all the don'ts that they say don't do, I did all of it. I did everything, and I felt so stupid. I should have read it. Like, they will text you, I'm Pastor Jean and I'm coming down from Wyoming and I need someone to, I'll pay you $20 an hour to watch my kid. Just send me your name, your full name, your address, and your number, and we can do this. And they also said, don't accept money before you meet the person. Do not accept money before you meet the person at all. You need to meet the person so you can see the face, the name to the face and everything, so you know who this person is, and accept the job, then you accept the money. 2, 3, you don't wire money at all. You don't wire money to no one. You don't wire money shit. Like, you're not doing that. Another thing was the care.com. Like, if they message you outside of care.com, most likely that's someone trying to take money from you. So what you do, don't contact them outside of care.com. If they want to talk to you, go through care.com. Go through the messaging system. Don't do that at all. Like, they will give you, and it's crazy how they say care.com. Like, they put care and they spell a .com. They say from your care profile, and then it's just too good to be true, or just mistaken grammatical errors and spelling errors, and it was just so much shit. Like, it was so plain to see, like, this nigga is fake. And not three, but like the last tip, like, it's not even from your area code. If it's not that, then I shouldn't be worrying about it. Like, why you texting me from a random ass number? And when I call you, it's a Google app. So I'm just making this video so to give people awareness about this, because this shit's real. Like, you really gonna scam me for my money? Like, I'm looking for a job, you gonna scam me for money? I can't wait to see this nigga. I don't know who he is, but once I find out, punch him in his face. Just punch him, kick him, ask him, get my $2,000 back, because that will be really helpful right now. And yeah, like, when I realized it's happening to my friend again, I'm just like, yo, like, this is ridiculous. Like, niggas, people really do this shit every day, and that's not funny. And I was talking to the banker, and she printed out like the whole shit that happened for me, so I could go to the police and file a report. And she was telling me, like, not only this happens to people that's trying to become nannies or babysitters, this happens to people that works in hospice nursing. And then, like, if you're like your own independent person like a nanny, freelance nanny, you put it on Craigslist, they'll do that to you if you put a post on Craigslist. So you gotta go through like legit ass websites like care.com, like nanny.com, and stuff like that. And but I went through an agency. I work with an agency now. They're still helping me find a family so I can work with, but I work with an agency. And when I was getting interviewed for the agency, and they were telling me they hate care.com because the background check. Like, we do background check, like the people providing the service, but the families don't. So you don't know who you're signing up to. You don't know who you're talking to. They could get a picture from Google, a family, make this shit, their profile sound good that they need a nanny, and they could be the worst person you ever meet. Like, they can, like, it's crazy how they don't have like a middleman to make sure each party is safe. That's where my agency comes in. They have online postings, and I will click on it to say I'm interested in it, and if the family's interested in me back, they'll hit up the agency. They'll email the agency. Then the agency will either call me or email me saying that this family is interested in you, or they want to get an interview with you. And that's how it goes. Like, the agency is the middleman. Like, I'm not talking to parents, they're not talking to parents until I get interviewed. And from there, that's where it is. So that's pretty cool. If people want to get into being a nanny or babysitter or whatever, that's pretty cool. I feel safer with an agency, because doing it by yourself, I don't know nothing. I don't know the precautions, the safety. I still don't know how the works with the taxing stuff. I'm still learning about that. So basically, you just need to do your research. You need to find tips. I'll leave the tips in the description box below, the links to the tips. It's crazy, like, people go through the stuff, and that's scary. Like, people tricking you to get money, and that pissed me off. I thought scammers were just like stealing credit cards and shit like that to spend. Like, I thought it was like that. I didn't know it goes deeper into that. So this is my tips. This is what I went through. I'll put, like I said before, I'll put the links below for the tips and how to be safe while becoming a nanny and surfing the internet, because the internet is kind of scary. You don't know who you're talking to, really. Like, wait to see this nigga suck on his ass. I can't wait. And the banker was like, oh, he's gonna come to your house, and you know, they know you have money, so they can come to your house and try some shit. I'm just like, I wish a nigga would try some shit. Come in and fucking put some voodoo on his ass. Boy, I will. If you're watching this, this guy's name is Mark Rutherford, and his phone number is 323-643-5814. If this nigga hits you up, because I'm about to file a freaking, go through the FBI and shit and file a complaint or whatever. If this nigga hits you up, I'm gonna leave a link. So you could hit up the FBI and tell them that, yo, this nigga trying to scam me. Cause he really tried to scam my friend. Like, are you fucking dumb? Are you dumb? I was dumb and I was stupid, so like I was like, ugh. But now I know, and I'm very more aware of this shit. I wish I listened to my boyfriend. My boyfriend was right, and yeah. So thank you for watching. Okay, and I hope you guys subscribe and comment of how you feel or what type of situation similar to this and how'd you handle it. Okay, so have a good day. Okay, the start of with eyes, I'm like, nah, no way your sister can know. And so the tension slowly builds. All systems go.